Hey folks, it's time for another dev blog with your favorite Unity developer, Dustin here with Starship Command Orion Spur. Today we're going to go over some fleet command basics, some more improvements I've made in gameplay, rendering time, and quality, and just play the game really. As you can see on screen here, I have set up a couple of battle groups and we're going to bash them against each other until one side is totally blown up. So, without talking anymore, let's just get right into it. So when we get this loaded up, which should be pretty fast, you'll notice that some things are a little bit different in our open space scene here. Great. So here we go. I've been able to improve the way that we do our planet rendering so I can get them a lot closer so that the scale feels like even more impressive. I think this is, this is really cool to be, this close to the planet. It's all an illusion, obviously, but I think it looks really good. And most notably, it looks better than it did last week. So the change that I made on the back end of this is like really complicated, but the basics boil down to looks better, and it costs only half the rendering time. So I'll call that a win, right?
And there was much rejoicing.
Obviously this video is kind of about fleet commands, so we're going to start out with that right away. The entire point of the fleet command system is to be able to give orders to other ships in your fleet. There are a lot of different ships in the list here, and I can give them specific orders. Like I'm going to take these three here and say protect me, and they're going to stay nearby and shoot anything that's shooting me. So we'll fly in a little closer. We're starting to get to combat range here. And I hope this translates through YouTube and making a video and all that, but the performance on this is insane. Right now I'm getting like 120 FPS, and again, this is inside the editor, so I'm really happy with the improvements that we've been making lately. And even though I've already given orders to a ship, I can always change those orders at any time. I can take some of these ships, like these three here, and I can have them go chase after one of the smaller Lancers. Okay. Get this little ship right here. Should be able to deal with that one, no problem. You can see the smaller, they're hard to see, but you can see the smaller ABMs intercepting the larger missiles I just fired at that ship without thinking. So they're unlikely to... Oh, nope, I did connect with one. Got him. You can see how the crosshairs too, if you want to pay attention to some details in this. The crosshairs, they will tighten in as they stay on a target. That rewards waiting a second before you fire, so that you get a little bit of an accuracy bloom bonus. So you can watch that one now that it's in arc. You can watch it get smaller and smaller as it tracks onto the target more precisely. see I've made more changes to the missile paths so that they take like multiple different approaches into the target to try to mix it up a little and make it look cool. And they appear to be doing okay in this battle. Seems to be a stalemate so far. Another change that we made recently was that if you crank the weapon power up, you get higher muzzle velocity out of the railguns. So if you're trying to hit a small target like this that's moving, and like the cannons are not really making it on the intercept, you can just crank the weapon power way up so that they connect, you know, almost instantly. Just like that. That was a solid hit, huh? And then I'm actually going to go deal with the Rand heavy cruiser because I can shoot off the subsystems and keep our ships from getting blown up. And that's always good. Perfect. Now the Rand has got really thick shields, so we're going to have to play a balancing game of maintaining some speed and weapon power and not getting ourselves shot in the process, although it looks like it's focused on another ship right now. So we'll just start wearing down that forward shield face while I try to maneuver to stay in the arc of it. You can see it's already starting to roll to try to defend itself. Good hit there. Okay, good. We'll try to keep the angle on that. Good, that was a good hit. There we go. We'll give him the juice here. No reactor failure. Push the ship too hard. That's okay. We can get back online in a second. So I don't know if we've showed that off. I just opened it and did that, but you can distribute your damage control teams freely to whatever subsystems are experiencing failure or damage. Gotta bring power settings back up. Good, we're chipping away at this. we have a few ships left. It looks like, yeah, there's that Meade frigate. I believe we have one ship left. There's another one. There is a bug where they're staying in the contacts list over here that I have to fix. It's okay. It's a never-ending list of bugs. That's not true. The list does get smaller sometimes. Until I hand the build over to Dan, and he adds a whole bunch more bugs. So we came out of this battle on top, mostly. This is a good example of how coalition ships are more efficient. There are, in general, fewer of them. Right, so really to balance this match, I should have added 3 or 4 more League ships. Like, illustrate how the balance of power works. Because with 3, 4, 5 more of these League ships, this would have been a far more difficult battle with a whole lot more of our ships getting blown up. Well, that's basically all I've got for today. Just wanted to show off that fleet command stuff and give you guys a little insight into where we're at in the process right now. It's coming along well, and stay tuned for more. We'll see you next time.